All right, guys, welcome. I appreciate you hopping on. My name is Frankie Femi. I have Rich Vasquez and Jenna Patrizzo with us. Did I say that right?
You did. Patrizzo.
Patrizzo. Patrizzo. Yeah, you know what? I should have known that. E's are always in Italian. So my son's name is Ventino, but it's spelled V-E-N. So everybody goes, "Oh, Ventino." I'm like, it's Ventino.
Yeah.
Like, it's spelled vent. I'm like, yeah, whatever. Anyway, so guys, we're excited. Some of y'all know that I've been talking about a new product we're getting ready to launch, and it's finally here. And that is a guaranteed issue disability policy. Short-term disability guaranteed issue. Yes, I said guaranteed issue because when I first heard it, I about fell out of my chair. Because if you've tried to write it ever, and as a rider or even a standalone, like the underwriting is so brutal. It's almost like the insurance companies don't want to issue it. So why do they even offer it? I finally got to the point where I talked people out of disability because it was such a hassle to get done with the amendments after they approved the life side, but disqualified the disability side. You have to go out and get more paperwork signed. And it just became too much of a hassle. So when I heard about this product with Rich, I'm like, I'm all in because to me, it's a no-brainer. And with everything going on with COVID and the elimination period that's really short with this product, it just makes sense to me. So I'm gonna turn this over to Rich and Jenna and let them do their thing and explain the product, how it works, what the perks are, show you how simple the e-app is, and then I'll come back and kind of explain to you how I would pitch this and how I used to pitch disability when I did pitch it.
Awesome. Thank you, Frank. Really appreciate it. It's a pleasure to be here with you. I've been in the business now for 14 years, and most like other advisors, I had trouble myself with standalone disability or adding it with riders, paperwork, APS delays, you name it, and I've experienced it in the business. Actually, I got into the business, quick story on myself and my background. My father was a NYPD narcotics detective, was assaulted on the job, and we faced about 7 years of litigation trying to fight for his disability benefits. And that was a pretty clear-cut disability injury on the job, and it still took that long to recover benefits and to go through the process, the tedious paperwork process. So as you know, with the rise of COVID claims, a lot of people are experiencing being out of work for short periods of time. And as a result, they haven't had the cash flow needed to really help themselves and their families bring income in. So we've sourced a product. We have a partnership with Chubb. Chubb's disability and life arm is combined insurance. They're writing and issuing the contract. The contract has a 1-day elimination period, meaning that if you're under the care of a doctor, you will start to get and collect benefits payment starting on day 2. So the goal here is really to provide that cash flow. And in speaking with Frank specializes in his field in mortgage protection. This is a very, very easy way to help protect the family's lives and really make sure that they have the cash flow to replace that income that's lost in the event that they can't work due to sickness or injury in a quick fashion that is unlike any other type of disability insurance product out there in the market. The benefit with this product is that it's issued on combined insurance Chubb paper. Chubb is known to pay claims. They have a very solid reputation with a high tier, high grade carrier. So we're very excited that they've partnered with us. What we'd like to start with is really on the product itself, showing you a quick marketing brochure to familiarize yourself with the product. So Sick Pay Plus is the name of the product. There are 3 different benefit options. There's an $800 a month option, $1,000 a month option, and a $1,500 a month option. In my personal opinion, I believe that everybody, if they can qualify, should get the $1,500 a month option because the premium differential is nominal to the point where the client won't even really see that much of a difference. What do I mean by that? $1,500 benefit is going to be somewhere in the premium range of $30 a month to about $110 a month. $110 a month is going to be for your age 55 and older client. They're going to be right at that probably $110 a month mark. Now, the benefit to me is they go on claim one time per month, collect the $1,500, and they've recovered all of their premiums and then some, even at $100 a month rate, $1,200 a year. And you can see that there's really 3 different buckets. And once you exhaust your benefit for each of these 3 buckets, it will then reset and the benefits will restart at the new year. So January to December, you have a 2-month bucket, which is minor conditions, sprains, strains, flu, asthma, bronchitis, pneumonia, COVID, monkeypox. And the middle bucket is the more serious condition, anything that requires hospitalization. Think C-section, think fracture, anything that might require a little bit more continuous follow-up. And then the final bucket is major illnesses and injuries. And this is a total benefit period in this category for 6 months. Heart attacks, cancer, strokes, paralysis, hip fractures. There's a variety of other major illnesses, major injuries where your client could benefit for up to 6 months each and every year. Policy issue ages, who's qualified for this? Anybody that works over 20 hours a week, regardless of the type of income that they have. They can have W-2 income, 1099 income, and that's the value of this product. Is traditionally disability insurance is more geared in favor toward the W-2 worker that collects a paycheck, but this product is really catered toward those small business owners, entrepreneurs, anyone who has 1099 income is really going to see a benefit with the enrollment process of this product. We're going to show you a quick demonstration on how you can get from start to finish your client a policy in less than 5 minutes. Now, we're going to assume here that you have some very basic information. You have your client's name, date of birth, their occupation, and you may have already asked them some preliminary questions regarding their health status as well as their working status. So for demonstration purposes, this is going to be the landing page of the website. You see that it is branded FFL. So there will be a portal here. Part of the contracting process is going to involve you getting access to the FFL branded link so that you can personally either send it to the client for completion or complete it with your client in a less than 5 minute time frame. So Jenna, why don't we proceed? Let's continue with the enrollment process and show everybody how easy it is. So we're assuming that the proposed insured is working more than 20 hours a week. We're assuming they're a US citizen. And we're assuming here about 70K income. Tobacco use, we're going to put no tobacco use. We're going to put regular BMI on here. We're going to click next. Couple health questions. Have you needed any surgery within the last 12 months? Assuming that that's a no, you'll continue. Again, most of these items here are questions that you would already know, assuming that you know their working status. And if they're actively at work, most of these should be no's. So let's continue. Let's click save and continue. And you're going to see that payment options here are listed, right? And we have option 1, option 2, option 3. So for the full $1,500 a month benefit, it's $54 per month. You're going to click save and continue. We've selected this $1,500 benefit, $54 per month. We're going to click save and continue. And then at that point, we're just finalizing the details. We're going to put in all of the information on the client, where they work, name of their employer, who's purchasing the policy, whether themselves or someone else. And then we're going to have the client e-sign the document. They're going to acknowledge that this is them and all the information that they submitted is truthful and correct. We're going to click agree and submit application. And it's going to redirect us onto Chubb's payment portal where they collect payment. And once the payment is collected, the policy goes live. And you can see here, this is the section where we're going to have the routing and account number. And you input this information and a policy number is then going to populate. Thank you, Jennifer, for sharing that. You click the pay now button and a confirmation email is going to populate with a confirmation number. You are done. Your client is protected. Your client has a one-time initial waiting period of 15 days before they can put their first claim in. The reason for this is that the company is trying to avoid those people who are applying because they need to go on claim today. So for the first time only, there's a 15-day elimination period. Once they've satisfied that upon purchasing the policy, it is a one-day elimination period. The benefit to this product too is that it's also per occurrence. So even though I mentioned those buckets, the minor, moderate, and severe 2, 4, or 6 month benefit periods, that's a per occurrence. So I can get COVID month 1, go out on claim month 1, and then I can fall down the steps next month and be on claim again. That does not exhaust my benefit pool because, again, this is a per occurrence disability benefit. So in some cases, you can actually be paid for a 12-month period of time, assuming that there are different types of illnesses or injuries or sicknesses. Frank, anything that you think that I missed out on that I should touch on?
No, I mean, this is honestly, this is the simplest plan I've really ever heard of. And the fact most of them are 30-day elimination periods minimum. So like I could go to the doctor's and he could tell me, you know what, you're going to be out of work for 4 months because you've got stage 1 colon cancer. I go, okay. So I go apply for this policy. I get it. I wait 15 days. I start getting paid in 16 days.
Correct.
And if that happens, you can't get disability anywhere.
Correct. You can't get disability with that diagnosis.
So for me, like, dude, and you and I have been talking about this, I think the easiest way in the world is to just put this on every single presentation you give and let them tell you they don't want it or need it. That's how I'm pitching. Like, without a shadow of a doubt, it's kind of like I was talking to you about the CBO stuff I've always done. And like, that wasn't it was given every single time that they qualified. Now, if you're 60, you can't get cashback option, but if you're in the ages of 18 to 65, you're getting disability on your policy. Why would you not? Just because, it's $110, was it, for that one right there? I mean,
it was 54 for in that scenario, but yeah.
The one we looked at earlier was 110. Yeah, I mean, like that was 110 is like one of the higher ones.
And that's for an age 61-year-old.
61-year-old, $110 a month. So $54 a month. And how old was the scenario we ran? In their 30s? 40. Okay, 40 on the dot. Yeah, I mean, come on now, seriously. So when value exceeds price, people buy. This price is so small and the value so high that if people aren't taking this, something's wrong.